All right. Ready to get started. Distinguished guests, Mayor Cooper, Acting President Sims, members of the Freeman family, trustees, elected officials, Fisk staff, faculty, alumni, students, friends, entrepreneurs, innovators, and Nashville. Good afternoon and welcome to the Fisk campus. My name is Jens Fredriksson and I'm the Executive Vice President here at Fisk University. We need to turn the volume up. All right. What an extraordinary occasion. One might say 156 years in the making. The Darrell S. Freeman Senior Incubation and Innovation Center at Fisk University right here at Burris Hall. I just keep saying that. A public-private partnership between Nashville's oldest institution of higher learning and this wonderful city. Before we get into the heart of today's program, I wanted to take just a couple of minutes to express my gratitude to the many people involved in making this uniquely exciting project a reality. There are indeed too many to mention, but thank you to Mayor Cooper for his leadership, his wonderful staff. Thank you especially Sam. I know you've had to hear from me a lot. Latanya. Also like to thank Metro Council and of course Councilmember Gamble, Fisk alum, for her tremendous support. Patrick, I saw you back there turning up the volume, so thank you. Couldn't have done it without you. Always right there for me. Thank you. And of course to our many outstanding partners, Corner to Corner, the EC, the Chamber, the NTC, Blacks in Technology, and so on and so on. Bryn, Brittany, Jane, Turner, Holly, and Lena. And if I left anyone out, come see me afterwards. I'd also like to acknowledge that none of this would have happened without the vision and dedication of the late Darrell Freeman Sr. We hope one day soon that Burris will be filled with the next generation of Darrell Freemans. Thank you. All right, I'm almost done. This Burris project epitomizes the amazing entrepreneurial upswing that is currently underway on the Fisk campus. Record enrollment, new buildings, and student outcomes on par with the absolute elite institutions in the country. This 156-year-old startup is rocking. On that note, I'd like to welcome Mayor Cooper to the stage. Thank you. And I'd also like to hand you this as a token of our appreciation for your outstanding leadership.
Jans, I will wear this with great pride. It's fantastic to be back on campus at Fisk. And isn't it great when we can celebrate a dream becoming a reality? And it's great. I'm here to thank people, the many people who are here today to help our city partner with its oldest institution of learning, this 156-year young Fisk University, and to create the next generation of Nashville entrepreneurs and business leaders through inspiration and resources. But let me start thanking some people. Also, Jans, we have here Representative Love, our state representative, who's just been incredible in the support for education in Nashville, Property Assessor Vivian Wilhoit, and then our council members who made this happen. Councilman Gamble, our sponsor, and Councilman Hurt and Swope are here. But this passed, Jans, unanimously. And I just want to thank the council for having the judgment to pass this unanimously. Emily Masters from our school board is here. And Fisk has been such a great partner to MMPS. Thank you both for that partnership. Now, Chair Sims, I want to thank you. I was reminding him it was 10 months ago. He came to my office and began to go through the needs of Fisk going forward. And as a government, not all governments, but Chair Sims, yes, we can. Yes, we can. Yes, we can do things that are great for our community. Jans and the entire Fisk community were vocal and powerful advocates of this project from day one. Thank you all. And in my office, Latanya, Channel, our new Economic Development and Small Business Chief. Thank you. Okay. She's had a great couple of months. Thank you for all that you do. And Deputy Mayor Brenda Haywood, my heart always goes out. What a great partner for our city and for me. Sam Wilcox and Lakeisha Harris and Tiara Thomas and Brianna Tillman, all in my office were instrumental in assembling what a coalition of support for this vision. And Council Member Gamble, who helped lead the charge. And again, thanks to her and this great Metro Council for unanimously approving the $10 million in American Rescue Plan funds to jumpstart the project and to create something that I think forever we will be driving by this location and look at something that we know is good and good forever. Thank you, Councilmember Gamble. Shanna Berkeley and Marcia Smith from Corner to Corner. Brittany Cole and Jane Allen from the Nashville Entrepreneur Center. Bryn Plummer from Alliance Bernstein. Holly Rachel, Lena Winfrey from Blacks in Technology. Patrick Johnson, thank you. And Turner Nash from Recover Health. DeCosta Jenkins, retired, but from NES. I guess DeCosta has been on vacation. I guess we always. And then I want to spend a moment. Daryl was the inspiration to so many. And the entire Freeman family, we are lucky to be joined today. Ebony, Nathan, Daryl Jr., Kenya, Keisha, Gabrielle. But he was the inspiration. He was an important mentor himself to countless young entrepreneurs across Nashville. He often spoke of how the Nashville Entrepreneur Center downtown was an essential resource for him early on in his career. And he would say people need to be inspired, encouraged, provided resources. But it was his vision to bring those same resources and opportunities to North Nashville, to bolster the work of others, to create wealth in traditionally under-resourced communities. Now, I'm so excited that this McKissick and McKissick Design building behind me, which has been vacant for 30 years, will soon be a dynamic and bustling hub of creativity, innovation, and investment. These were all values that Daryl represented and believed in deeply. So I am so proud that we can honor this lasting legacy to Nashville by naming this the Daryl S. Freeman Senior Incubation and Innovation Center at Burris Hall. Yes, it's finally here, and I'm proud that our city continues to find new ways of investing more directly in Nashvillians. Now, for too long, economic development in Nashville meant paying out-of-state corporations to bring jobs here, instead of creating and growing businesses by investing in local entrepreneurs. And this is a project of how we're changing that, by creating a space where emerging business owners can access resources and make connections to investors, to take classes, to sharpen their skills. We are investing in our residents. This is inclusive economic development. Yes, and thank you, LaTanya, and thank you, all of us in Nashville that are making this happen. And it's my hope this initiative will help bring the opportunity of Nashville to communities that have not really fully benefited from our city's growth. We must build wealth for all of our residents. And it's partnerships like this one that will help us do just that. And once again, in Daryl's words, so many of us have heard him say, we're going to help a lot of people. We're going to help a lot of people. Thank you all for being here today. Let me turn this back to Jans. And let's just live by that as a model for our lives. We're going to help a lot of people. We're going to help a lot of people here in Nashville. Thank you.
I'm just going to hand the mic right off to our acting president, board chair, Frank Sims, for a few remarks on Fisk's behalf.
Thank you. Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the Fisk University campus on behalf of our students, our faculty and our staff, we welcome you to this campus. I just want to take a few comments to share with you some of the things we're doing before I thank everybody involved. Behind you is what's known as the Boyd House. We're in the process of renovating that house. Can you hear me now? Oh, good. Sorry about that. Behind you is the Boyd House, which is a building that's been vacant for probably 10 years. We're in the process of renovating that. If you look to the far corner at the end of the campus, in about 6 months, we're going to be breaking ground for a new science building. If you look on the other side of the campus, you see where we're already breaking ground, where we're going to be building a new dormitory for our students. Those buildings will be the first buildings in 5 decades that we've had newly built on this campus. So it's clearly time, but we are beginning to make progress, and it's because of the support of so many of you in this audience and people like the mayor that we've been able to do this. So again, I want to thank you for that. Let me say to the mayor, and by the way, you notice that the mayor and I are kind of wearing the same shirt, and that a lot of the comments that the mayor made were comments that I had kind of had in the back of my head that I wanted to make. But I've known since I met the mayor 10, 11 months ago that he was always a step ahead of me. And so it's my job to try and keep up with the mayor, given his fast pace at getting things done. So I want to say to the mayor, I want to say to all of the council members, how much we appreciate your support in getting this done. You don't really know, you can't understand what this means for Fisk University, but I think you have to understand that this also means a lot for the city of Nashville, as well as Fisk University. This isn't just about Fisk University. It will be housed on Fisk University, and we will assist with the implementation of the programs, but at the end of the day, we're going to be reaching out in the community and doing everything we can to support young entrepreneurs to have their dreams realized. And to the Freeman family, I want to thank you so much for being with us today and for everything that your father did along the way in perpetuating this dream. And so we really appreciate that, and we thank you for that, and we thank you for being with us. So again, I want to thank all of you for joining us today. Thank you so much for your support of Fisk University, and I look forward to meeting all of you that I haven't had a chance to kind of speak to this afternoon. Thank you very much.
All right, we're going to move right along and now have words from the Freeman family.
Should I stand here or should I stand there? Good afternoon. Thank you for joining us today. I think that it's obvious that this is possible because my dad believed in Nashville, and Nashville believed in him too. I'm so glad to be standing in front of all of you, and I'm not going to keep you long. I'll just read a poem so that I don't, get emotional. And Ebony knows this one, and so do my little brothers. It's called The Bridge Builder, and I do believe that this program, this center, is representative of what my father meant to us and what he meant to Nashville. And so, without any more words, an old man going along a lone highway came at the evening cold and gray, to a chasm vast and deep and wide, through which was flowing a sullen tide. The old man crossed in the twilight dim. The sullen stream had no fear for him. But, he turned when safe on the other side and built a bridge to span the tide. Old man, said a fellow pilgrim near, you waste your strength with building here. Your journey will end with the evening day. You never again will pass this way. You've crossed the chasm deep and wide. Why build this bridge at evening tide? The builder lifted his old gray head. Good friend, in the path I have come today, he said, there followed after me today a youth whose feet must pass this way. This chasm that has been, but not for me. To me, that this chasm that has been, but not to me, to that fair-haired youth may a pitfall be. He must cross in the twilight dim. good friend. Good friend. I built this bridge for him. Thank you. This is my sister Ebony, the wordsmith of the family.
Good job, Kenya. Good afternoon, everyone. Let me know if you cannot hear me, because I sometimes have or if I'm too loud, because I have a tendency to yell a little bit, because it's the teacher in me. First, I want to say thank you to the mayor and the councilman for making this happen. I remember when my dad would talk about an entrepreneur center, and this was something that brought immense joy to him. The Incubation Center is a beacon of hope and innovation for entrepreneurs to come and receive the watering of their seeds. The opportunities that this center will provide are unmatched, and the historical value of having an entrepreneur center located on one of the oldest institutions of higher learning is powerful. Fisk, the same university from which Nashville, the Music City, received its name. It is a blessing that a university continues to play a part in making history and shaping individuals' minds. Education and incubators like this are the most powerful, transformative agents of change in our society. And I'm ecstatic that my father's legacy will continue to grow in this center. And he would think it's pretty cool that at one point, a community college dropout now has an entrepreneur center named in his honor. When we think about the legacy and the journey of my father, Darryl Freeman, I first think about the many no's that he received in his career, the many closing of doors, the lack of resources that he faced during his time of just starting out, and that this incubation center creates a gateway that bridges the gap for entrepreneurs to receive the tools, the watering of their seeds for their receptive businesses. And in fact, the truth is in the data that these type of centers have shown that when low-income, underprivileged entrepreneurs participate in incubation programs, they can grow 22% in revenue and 15% in employment. So again, the truth is in the data. The Incubation Center represents a greater opportunities for entrepreneurs to grow freely and ask challenging questions to experienced business leaders. And to quote my dad, he would always state that the advice he gives is from his own experiences and not some social media gimmick. He would speak about his experience freely and openly, especially to those who looked like him. The advice of my father and the unique leaders and the resources at the Incubation Center gives people a chance to change their life's trajectory. It can be seen that simply providing water and sun to the next generation of Darryl Freemans can and will inspire, empower, and enhance the lives within and beyond the community. Thank you, guys.
I feel like I always end up in situations where I have to follow the unfollowable, and I'm not even sure that's a word. So I'm going to keep it really quick and just say thank you so much for being here. We obviously have a reception at the Roland Parrish building, which is the first new building on the campus that is fully complete. So many more to come. And we look forward to seeing all of you back here once we really get going. And I think we're going to end up just blowing people away. So thank you so much for being here today. Thank you to everyone who helped make this possible. And this is going to be a wild ride. Thank you.
This has been a service of the Metro Nashville Network. If you would like to see this presentation again, or for more information on this and other programs, visit nashville.gov.